Hey everyone, it's Mace1370. Today we are going to do an RTA climb video. Before we get into it though, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, please see the video description below for a link to my Discord. So RTA climb videos are 5 matches that I play in a row, and I record each one and go back and comment on them afterwards. So for all these matches I'm going to keep with my original pre-bans of Zeo and Candy. Candy is just a really high RNG unit, and Zeo really shifts the way you have to draft if you want to play, with speed or aggression, so I prefer to pre-ban those two. We get first pick in this match, so I'm going to take Lua. She's, I think, the strongest opener in the meta right now. After Bunny Dominial's release, it's made it harder to first pick C. Lilius. You can take Bunny Dom sometimes into a C. Lilius pick. That's definitely, a viable strategy that some people are using. But it's harder just to slam C. Lilius on pick 1. I still see some people do it, and they've kind of built their draft around outlasting the Bunny Dom, with Proof of Valor on Conquer Lilius and kind of tanky self-sustaining units. Sometimes they pick Arrowell, so the idea is they just outlast the Bunny and still win, despite the fact that they're punished for pressing their buttons to get Vigor. This opponent has responded to a Lua first pick with an Arrowell and a Destina, so that's a pretty slow response. Briarwitch Asaria is really, really strong. A lot of slower players are pre-banning her right now. Even though Aiden is pre-banned, I think Briar is still very good here because the opponent has taken Destina, so that's a revive that you can deny with Briar. It's also, there's just not many good answers into Briar that aren't fast, and we have Lua on our side, so I feel like it's kind of hard to punish Briar. Even if the opponent takes Ed and things like that, you can play around it by just skill 1ing on Briar, using her kind of like a Stenny sort of, or banning the Ed at the end, something like that. It's kind of obnoxious. And then I decided to take Midnight Gala Lilius. Wasn't 100% sure about that, but I like the synergy with Briar because it attack buffs. So now the opponent has taken Tempest Surin and Fire Lilius, which is interesting. So we hypothetically could take Last Rider Crown and AoE thing here, but I don't think we want to do that because we may get outlasted. So I'm going to take Leica. Leica, I feel like either Leica or Lua become must bans in this scenario. Since if you let both of them through, then a bunch of units get deleted. And then we can take Karina for an anchor here, and that'll work well because the opponent has a really low damage team, and it's really just Tempest Surin as their only DPS unit. So I think we've pinched them pretty well. If they ban out the Karina, then we're left with Briar, Emma, Leica, and Lua, and we can inflict a lot of damage. If they, decide to not ban Karina, then we have a strong anchor that counterpicks, their one solo carry DPS. And even if they ban out the Karina, I think we still have a decent answer into T. Surin with the Briarwitch Asaria because she deals extra damage on her attacks. And that gets around Tempest Surin's passive a little bit. Debating if I want to ban out the Lilius or the Celine. We're just going to ban last here. He ended up banning the Lua, so this worked out. I think that I think Celine's a ban either way because she could be pretty fast and could interrupt our tempo here, especially if she's on the Secret Art Swordstorm. That could CR boost her above our team after Midnight Gala Lilius goes, and that could really throw a wrench in everything with the immortality and stuff. So we're definitely going to open up on Arrowell here. That'll give us the attack buff and CR boost for the rest of our team, which mostly benefits Briar in this case because Leica attack buffs herself.
You're making me get my hands dirty.
And I'm going to show you a neat little interaction here with Midnight Gala Lilius, Leica, and Briarwitch Asaria. This trick can also work with Bunny Dom as well, because it's the same idea, right? You're CR pushing your team. If your Briarwitch Asaria and your Emma Leica are close to each other in CR at the beginning of the match, this boost will take Briar above 100%. So when Leica soul burns, Briar will cut in between Leica's soul burn and her skill 3, which lets you defense break the other guys before Leica goes. Here didn't really matter because we didn't land defense break on Lilius, and Arrowell was probably going to die anyways, but this can, I think, take a lot of people by surprise. When they look at your draft, they may assume that you're going to one-shot, one thing or something like that. and then you end up one-shotting a lot more than that. Alright, so I think this is game 1 here.
Will you fight until the end? All fade to ash. Eventually.
Alright, well my recording for game 2 I guess cut off for some reason, I'm not sure why, so I can show you the draft here and then we can go through the replay. So this is one of the drafts I talked about where you can take Bunny Dom first into a Conquer pick. The opponent banned out Briar and Lewis, so I was debating about taking Aiden second. Whenever Briar's out, Aiden becomes a much stronger early pick. So I think that honestly could have been reasonable, like go Bunny Aiden and then into a Conquer third. Yeah, I just went with Conqueror. I wasn't sure if I wanted the Aiden or not. The opponent here has taken Arrowell, and then they do the typical, Lulucar into like other stuff. And I kind of rebuilt my Conqueror to help deal with this. I noticed, most Lulucars are built around like 200 to 250 ER, so I just gave my Conqueror a ton of effectiveness. And the plan here is basically to provoke them and prevent them from interrupting my momentum. After he took this, I decided to go with Solitaria and Stenny. Solly can be nice because it shuts down her passive, like silence blind attack. So there can be value there. But I wasn't 100% sure on the Solitaria pick. He did pick Karina, and so I feel like he was a little weak to debuffs here since Lulucar cleanses once. But maybe there was a better pick I could have taken here instead of Spectre Tenebria. Maybe Lionheart Sermia would have been an option. The counterattack from Lulucar would have procced Lion. Karina can probably counterattack, so that might have been reasonable. So then he takes Bellion and Ed, and I think at this point I just take Power Captain Flan and fully commit to debuffs, banning the Ed. This was kind of a risky play because if something gets resisted or if I get counterattacked too much, I probably die. There may have been a higher win, higher win percentage strategy here than doing what I did after I took my first two. I'm trying to think like if there was some way to just like raw damage aggro this, and it's kind of difficult with Karina. If you take Midnight Galilelius here, then that's going to probably proc the Karina, so that felt bad. If you take like Stray's Leica, this could be on Holy Sack, and that can be kind of risky. So yeah, I wasn't 100% sure about this end here, but we can go ahead and watch the match. Let's see this one, replay.
I'll make you taste despair.
All right, so we get the first turn.
Give all that you have for the glory of Harlan.
And so you can see here we have debuffed pretty much his whole team, so we're able to land on Lulu. So we can provoke her. And now we can attack buff our Spectre.
Let me see.
We'll use Solitaria and stun down Karina. And then ideally we get a proc when we go into Bellion here with Spectre, and hopefully that'll proc the Karina and waste her S2 since she'll be stunned. Okay, so we get the stun, we do get countered, and luckily our attack buff does not get stripped. That would have been, I think, very bad had that happened.
I will step on you.
So we want to kill Bellion as soon as possible. Nice, we did proc the Karina.
I protect. That's what I do. Don't ever ignore the
Okay, Arrowell's going to stun our Conqueror here. So this is actually pretty bad since now Bellion gets a barrier, and that interrupts a lot of our tempo. If we would have pulled like Spectre into Bellion, that would have been huge, but we got stunned, so we can't do that. Alright, we landed a huge debuff there with the stun on Lulu, and they concede. So it's kind of interesting to me how they're hiding player names and stuff now for RTA. It's changed the dynamic a bit. You obviously can't super strongly, target ban a particular player. So you kind of have to pay attention more to, various clues as to their pre-bans and, how you think their units are probably going to be built. It can be pretty frustrating when, somebody has a draft that is, constructed like a certain way 95% of the time, and you pick based on that, and then they have like the weird build or something that invalidates it. But that's the game, I guess. So let's see, we have a racer here, a speed racer. They're taking Sid, and I forget the name of this new red ranger. Veronica, maybe? So probably both like 300 speed or something. We can take our Silk and Vildred, and you know, it's up to us if we want to run away now. So he takes Ran and Aiden. And so I think at this point we run away. Karina seems like a good pick. He doesn't have a soul burn on Ran, so he probably, unless he has effectiveness, he probably will not be able to defense break Karina. Veronica could stun her. Yeah, I think we definitely want Karina, and then I'm trying to think like what else would we pick. Sage Ball is an option to kind of interrupt the momentum. That could proc Aiden. But if that happens, that probably brings Vildred down pretty far, and then that'll proc our Karina, which is good. So that may not be the worst. Thinking about maybe Senya is an option.
Shall I test my knowledge? I'm returned.
Now I'm debating about banning the Ran here. Now I think we have to... The problem is we only have one way to kill Aiden, and that's Karina. So yeah, I don't know if Ball was the best pick. I feel like I needed another Aiden killer here. I'm just not sure what the best one would be. Like, my Briar is too low damage because I'm running her on an effectiveness build now, but like a... And he also has Veronica, so that's not a good pick. But he has very little AoE, I guess, other than Pavel, so if we ban Pavel, then maybe it was okay. Well, we're going to ban Aiden because I think we have to. And I think he assumes we were going to ban Aiden, and then he bans out a speed imprint. I think this is still okay, though, because he doesn't... I don't think he has a bridge. Oh, and then we outspeed.
I'll be the one
Hee hee.
deciding how this story ends.
This is a hee hee XD moment. So even if we didn't outspeed, though, I think we were okay. Because even if Ran goes first, we're going to outspeed his other two guys, and then Lua can sleep Cavil and just reset the rest. But yeah, this obviously makes it a lot more of a win to outspeed the Ran.
Got their place.
Didn't I tell you? Just put your faith in me.
Here we go for game 4. Somebody can explain to me what that creature is on that profile picture. I guess let me know. It looks like a Pokemon. Okay, we get first pick, so we get the Lua, if they don't pre-ban it. They're pre-banning Arrowell and Karina. That's
No
interesting.
doubt to me.
You want to try me?
Okay, he's taking Spectre.
I'll show you who's in charge.
Spectre and Lilius. I think LRK is good here. It gives us some reach for Spectre. I don't think I want to take Bellion this early, because then he can take evasion units and punish that pretty hard. So yeah, we'll take LRK, and I was thinking Lionheart Sirmia maybe, because Lilius will activate Sirmia.
Are you sure you can handle this?
But maybe this is a little too passive.
Never a good idea to get in my way.
Okay, he's taking a counter to our AoE damage here with Yolha. So if we, rip our AoE stuff, then it'll put Yolha in range of killing something. And then he's thinking.
I'll teach you.
He's taking Bunny Dominion. So this is a Lua pinch. If we try to sleep the Lilius, then that'll trigger the Bunny and cleanse it. And if we press S3 on Lua, then Lilius will proc, presumably her Mort artifact, right? And give everybody their skills back. So we could potentially commit to banning one of them, so we get to use Lua. I take APOC here, and who else can we take? I felt like APOC was good because I can injure the Yolha. Bunny is squishy, so that's like a revive target. Could take a Soul Weaver here. Decided to take Solitaria. I figured this could interrupt, you know, the momentum a bit, put some debuffs and stun some stuff. Also gives us a little reach for Stunny. He takes Shu, I guess, to injure the APOC, presumably. I guess we could ban that. So my reasoning here is, yeah, we can ban out the injury unit, and I feel like he doesn't have enough damage to punch through LRK and APOC. Like, that's a lot. He can maybe kill Lionheart by soul burning. Yeah, in hindsight, maybe Lionheart was a bad pick. I feel like it's a little passive.
Deciding how this story ends.
Alright, well, since we can't really do much, I'm just going to press skill 3 to give my team speed buff.
Person will ever remember your name.
Still a long way to go.
He can boost up his team with Bunny anyways, so I'm going to get cut, I think, either way.
Let me tell
Maybe I should have looked at the CR bar. If my LRK could have gone before Lilius, then maybe it would have been better
You're not bad at all.
to not press on Lua.
For a rookie.
This also gives some crit damage buff, I guess. So that's more damage on my team. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have just skill 1'd onto Lilius. Alright, well, he's going to burn here, and this will, yeah, this will kill
Look into my eyes. Say my name.
Lionheart.
All right, let's have some fun. Shall we bring this to a close?
We definitely want to press this. It will push his Yolha into range, but it will give immunity to APOC, which I think we really need. And that almost killed Spectre, jeez. Okay, so this is like a full damage Spectre. Yeah, I think I kind of miscalculated this. I wasn't anticipating the Spectre to be that high damage. Also, I maybe even could have taken Bellion last. It got banned either way, so it doesn't really matter. So here's another choice. We can skill 3 onto the Lilius, which does have defense break. He's out of cleanse, so I think, yeah, this might have also been a mistake. Like, we obviously kill here and bring back Lionheart. Maybe it would have been better to go on Bunny. Would we have killed, though, is the question. I'm not sure.
It looks like somebody forgot their
We still can't press on Lua. Like, if we were able to kill Bunny, then we might have been able to press on Lua. That's another option. I guess we'll just go on the defense break on Yolha here. We get the target, but not the D-break.
Near me. I'm going to end you.
So Yolha probably needs to pass here. I don't think Yolha can kill anything yet. I guess could kill Lua. Alright, takes the skill null off of
You will lesson.
Sirmia. Okay, tries to sleep the Lua but doesn't get it. I don't think we can kill Yolha in time because she'll get her shield. So I guess we try to kill Bunny.
Ah, how sensational.
Oof, almost. Okay, that procs Yolha.
How ridiculous.
If we had landed the defense break, that might
I'll
have...
be the one deciding
Well,
how
I guess
this
either way, it doesn't really
story
matter. Yeah, we still can't press, so we'll just go into bunny here.
Oh, you want me to give you a meaningless death?
Okay, so Yolha can definitely kill pretty much everyone but APOC, I think. So it probably kills LRK.
Scream for me.
Yeah, this is like 21k damage. That should kill, I think. Yes. 17k? Okay, gets the sleep on Surmia. That's unfortunate.
My feet.
Guess it doesn't matter because Surmia's probably dead. Yeah, Surmia's dead.
You have
Now I think we're in a really bad spot because... I don't think we're going to be able to get to Stenny in time. Okay, well, let's press this and this will kill. I'm just doing this for souls because I want to be able to soul burn APOC as soon as possible.
since there's no getting away from it. Make peace and accept your fate. Come on.
Oh, we didn't strip the shield. That's really sad. I don't know if it would have mattered because this Yolha is still pretty healthy.
Story ends.
Yeah.
Another insect to squash.
Yeah, this frenzy change is pretty brutal to APOC, isn't it? She just doesn't feel super effective anymore. Like, look at all... Yeah, I'm like basically dead. I'm only 22k. I think I started at like 28k.
Oh, I love a good bloodbath.
Don't kill.
Not bad.
Big sad. Yep, okay, that's a loss. Alrighty, we are 2-pick this time. No Lua, no Candy. Oh, they're taking the Bunny Dom. Okay.
Just a puppy.
So I was thinking about this. People that take Bunny early, I think LRK is good into them. You know, Bunny is pretty squishy. Gives you some mitigation. And I think, you know, I think maybe taking AOL early is also fine. It's a response I want to test. I want to see what people do. But one thing is if you take a slow AOL, then you can get Midnight Gala Liliest, which is spooky. So I built a faster AOL for situations like this.
Do not interfere.
Oh, so he's just going full on cleave. But see, this is still okay, because I don't think, you know, I don't think most Midnight Galas are over 280. The Bunny could potentially be 300, so we have to look out for that. I'm going to take Karina here, even though there's a Politis on the other side. Karina's a big pain for Midnight Gala. Who else do I want? Actually, maybe I could have taken Rimuru here. You know, Rimuru's another, like, super annoying option into Midnight Gala, because he can steal the damage limit buff. So Rimmer is potentially an option. That doesn't have super great synergy with AOL though. Like if AOL takes the turn and strips all that away, you're not going to steal with Rimuru. Also he has Politis, so it's going to be hard for Rimuru to cut. So let's not do that. I'll just take Ball. He still has Bunny, so Bunny could be threatening, I guess.
Disobedience to an order leads to prompt execution.
But I think Ball should still be spooky, right? Because it'll see our boost along with his push.
How should we do this?
Okay, he's taken 2 probably slow big nukers. So options are we could kill the Politis here, get rid of that. That would help our Ball cut. It would, you know, prevent the Karina from proccing. So I think Politis is a decent option. The other thing is we could maybe consider just banning the Bunny. Because I think he has to ban Ran. Okay, yeah, he does. Yeah, because I think, you know, the Ran pick is going to threaten just to one-shot the Politis, right? And potentially the Cavil as well. Oh, I guess his whole team, because none of them are on Guiding Light. But we outspeed, so we just press this button. And as long as we land a couple silences, I think we should be golden. Okay, yep, we got the silence. We didn't silence Cavill, but I think that's okay. Cavill's pretty far back, and our ball's going to take a couple turns here and get even further ahead. So I think he's going to have a hard time. Yeah, that'll be game. Thank you for watching. I will catch you guys next time.
How'd I look out there?